Good afternoon. It is Thursday, April 9th. I'm JJ Hastings, and if you saw my just posted 5 daily news stories you need to know today, one of the stories I talked about was the murder of a journalist in Gaza, and I wanted to do a separate standalone video about that issue. As journalists, we're taught to be observers and not the story. But in Gaza and war zones around the world, the story is claiming the observers at a rate the modern world has never seen. Yesterday evening, Wednesday, April 8th, we in the journalism field lost another colleague. Mohammed Samir Wisha, a 40-year-old correspondent for Al Jazeera Mubashir, was killed instantly when an Israeli drone targeted his vehicle near the Al Nabulsi intersection on Al Rashid Street in western Gaza City. The strike was so intense, his vehicle was completely incinerated. Mohammed was simply doing his job, reporting on the ground where the world needs eyes the most. Mohammed's death isn't a tragic one-off. According to the Palestinian Center for Human Rights and Gaza's media office, his killing brings the total number of journalists killed in Gaza since October 2023 to 262. To the layperson and my fellow reporters watching this alike, I'd like to just take a moment to sit in silence with that number. 262 journalists dead since the start of this killing in Gaza. In just one day this week, we lost Mohammed in Gaza and two other colleagues, Gada Dayek and Susan Kahil, in separate strikes in Lebanon. We are witnessing the deadliest period for our profession since record keeping began. To put this into perspective, more journalists have been killed in this conflict than in the entire decade of the Vietnam War or the highest casualty years of World War II. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, the pace of these deaths should shock the conscience of the world. When a press vest, a symbol of international protection, is treated as a target, the flow of truth stops. And when the truth stops, accountability dies with it. Today I honor Mohammed Wisha as a reminder of the price being paid to keep the world informed. It's a price not a single one of us should have to pay for that press pass. When I come on here every day and I report the news to you, I do my best to present it in a way that doesn't rely on clickbait or false thumbnails or pretend lead stories about Trump dying of a mystery illness or whatever, bullshit the big YouTubers and the big TikTokers have to play to get the algorithm to push their content. I refuse to do that because the work that we do requires integrity and it requires dignity. And we have lost too many journalists for what? For Israel to continue their genocidal war mission, regime change, and their need to suffocate and kill the Middle East for their own apocalyptic desires. This is not normal, and this is not okay. From abductions to murders, your ability to understand what is happening in our world lies squarely on the backs of the global press. From my home here in Chicago today, I send my absolute honor, my dignity, my humblest spiritual wishes, and my thanks to Mohammed Wisha and his family, to Gada Darech and Susan Khalil and their families, for sacrificing the most precious thing we have, our life, to bring this news. As always, I'm JJ Hastings, and I'll see you hopefully in the next one.